Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something really practical. We're looking at actionable ways to reduce stress. Our source material for this is a deep dive into a great podcast called 10 Simple Habits to Reduce Stress That Actually Work. Oh, and our mission really is to pull out the most practical, maybe surprising, and definitely easy ways for you to dial down that feeling of being overwhelmed. Because let's face it, when you're stressed, it's so hard to focus
Right.
or learn anything new. Your brain just wants to, I don't know, lie on the couch and scroll TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. And what's great about this source is the promise it makes right up front. It's basically no complex stuff here, like no yoga mats required, no expensive apps. It's just about little daily things that genuinely help. They even call them fast, easy, and yes, a little lazy too, which makes it feel, doable for pretty much anyone.
Totally. Okay, so let's unpack this. Starting right at the beginning, like the moment you wake up. The first habit they talk about is a challenge, but a simple one. Start your day tech-free, even for just 10 minutes. The idea is basically don't touch your phone first 10 minutes. That's it. So like no emails checking, no Instagram scrolling, no diving into the news. Instead, they suggest just sit there for a bit, maybe stretch, just breathe. It sounds so simple, but that pull to the phone is it's strong for a lot of us.
Oh, absolutely. And there's a real reason behind it. When you grab your phone immediately, your brain just gets flooded, all these demands, notifications. It goes straight into reactive mode, almost like a low-grade panic. But starting slow, quiet, it tells your body, hey, we're safe, it's calm. It sets you up with this clarity for the day.
Yeah.
And that clarity, that's crucial for being able to focus and learn later on.
That panic mode idea really clicks. Makes you think, maybe just try it once, see how it feels.
Yeah.
Okay, and sticking with the morning theme, the next one might surprise some people, especially coffee lovers. It's drink water first, not coffee.
Right. This one's interesting. The podcast points out that your brain is actually a little dehydrated every morning when you wake up.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So if you hit it with coffee first thing, which is a diuretic, it dehydrates you more. It can actually make some people feel more anxious or jittery.
Never thought of it that way.
So the fix is super simple.
Yeah.
Just a glass of water first, then have your coffee. It's amazing how just that tiny little change can impact your brain chemistry, right?
Yeah.
Your whole state first thing.
So simple. Okay, moving on. For those moments during the day when stress just hits you, boom. The source talks about something they call kind of magical breathe. Like, you mean it. They focus on the 4-7-8 breathing method. Have you heard of this?
It's pretty well known and effective.
So the steps are, you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold that breath for 7 seconds, and then you exhale slowly for 8 seconds.
And the great thing, as the source highlights, is how fast it is. It takes, like a minute? And they say it works like magic. It's not just about relaxing. It's an immediate tool you can use for self-regulation.
Yeah.
Calms your nervous system right down.
When would you use it, though?
Well, think about it. Anytime you feel that anxiety spike, or maybe you're stuck in traffic feeling frustrated, or right before a big meeting or presentation, it's right there, always available, an on-the-spot fix.
Okay, I like that. Now let's talk about moving our bodies, but maybe not in the way we usually think. This is where it gets, I think, really interesting. The fourth habit is walk without a purpose. So the point here isn't fitness exactly. It's not about getting your steps in. It's about mental relaxation. They literally say, just go outside, walk slowly, no podcast playing, no goal in mind, just walk.
Yeah, and the science bit here is fascinating. It's not just walking that helps, it's the aimless part. When your feet are just moving kind of slowly, without a destination, your brain actually relaxes in a different way. It lets that sort of background processing network in your brain take over. It helps you untangle thoughts without actively trying.
Brain untangling. I like that description. Feels right. Okay, next up for clearing your head, a quick exercise. Do a 5-minute mind dump. Basically, grab a pen, grab some paper, and just write down everything swirling around in your head. Every worry, every to-do item, random ideas, complaints, dreams, whatever. No filter. Like, don't worry about grammar or making sense. Just get it out.
But here's the absolutely crucial part, the step you can't skip. Then you throw it away.
Right. You don't keep it.
No.
Yeah.
You're not writing it to analyze later or turn it into art. You're writing it just for peace. Right now, getting it out of your head and onto paper, and then physically discarding it. It's like telling your brain, okay, you can let go of that now. It's surprisingly powerful for relief.
I can almost feel that relief just thinking about it. It's like closing all those mental tabs you have open. Okay, now for one that kind of pushes back against hustle culture, set one tiny goal per day.
Ah, yes. This one's good.
The source argues that those massive traditional to-do lists, they often just create pressure. And they can make you feel like a failure if you don't tick off every single box, right?
Totally. It's a setup for feeling bad sometimes.
So the alternative they suggest is just choose one small win for the day. One single thing. Something that when you do it makes you feel a little bit proud. And that, they say, is enough.
Yeah, and this really makes you think, doesn't it, about how we even define productivity. Focusing on one small, achievable thing guarantees you get that hit of accomplishment every single day. It builds momentum, reduces that huge pressure of the endless list. It's about small, consistent wins.
It's a different mindset. Okay, habit 7. This one can be tough for people. Say no without explaining. The source admits this is hard, especially if you see yourself as, a kind or helpful person.
Very hard for some.
Yeah. But the advice is incredibly simple. Just use the phrase, no thank you, period.
Exactly. The power isn't in the explanation, it's in the no itself. You don't actually need to explain why. You don't need to feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
Saying no is just protecting your time, your energy, your peace, really. It's a boundary. What's fascinating is just how effective that simple refusal can be. It cuts through a lot of that people-pleasing stuff that leads to burnout.
Makes sense. Okay. Number 8 is maybe a bit surprising, even fun. Laugh on purpose.
Oh.
The idea is that even faking a laugh can actually reduce stress.
It sounds weird, but...
So you could, watch a funny YouTube clip, share a silly meme with someone, read a joke. They even mention laughing yoga, calling it ridiculous, and it works.
And it does. Physiologically, laughter, real or faked, triggers endorphin release. It lowers stress hormones like cortisol. Your mood lifts. It's almost like you can trick your body into feeling better, even if your mind isn't quite there. It's a neat biological hack.
A body hack. I like it. Okay, number 9 takes a concept we hear a lot about gratitude. It makes it really small and manageable. It's practice micro-gratitude. So instead of thinking about big things you're thankful for, it shifts the focus way down to tiny everyday moments, like internally just saying thank you for, I don't know, a warm cup of tea, or the sun coming through the window, or even just your favorite comfy socks.
Right. And doing this regularly, this micro-gratitude, it actually trains your brain.
Yeah.
It starts to actively scan for the good, the calm, the positive, instead of defaulting to scanning for threats or chaos. If you think bigger picture, it's literally about rewiring those neural pathways over time. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, shifting that default focus. Okay, finally, number 10. Something we all know we should do. Go to bed 30 minutes earlier, most nights.
The foundational one.
Exactly. And the key here, this source emphasizes, is not aiming for perfection. Don't suddenly try to get 3 extra hours of sleep. Just aim for 30 minutes earlier than you normally would, most nights. So maybe that means putting your phone down earlier, or saying no to just one more episode of whatever you're watching.
Yeah, just small shifts. But those extra 30 minutes, consistently, they can make a huge difference to your energy the next day, your mood, and critically, tying back to why we're even talking about this, your ability to focus, to learn, to process information. It underpins everything else.
It really does tie it all together. So, okay, we've just walked through 10 surprisingly simple habits, really accessible ways to chip away at stress without needing some massive life overhaul. And I like how the source encourages you. You don't need to do all 10 right away. Just pick one, start small, be kind to yourself about it.
Absolutely. So what's the bottom line here for you listening? It really hammers home this idea that learning English, or frankly doing anything demanding or great, just becomes so much easier when your brain isn't fighting stress, when your body feels safe and your mind feels relatively calm. These little habits, they build that foundation.
They really do. So maybe as you finish listening today, just think about it. Which one of these tiny habits, just one, feels like it could unlock a little bit more focus or a bit more calm for you? And just imagine how that one small shift might ripple out, across your whole week, something to consider.